the muffaloes much yet. I don't know. Hold on. I don't think I've taken out the muffaloes. If I have, I didn't do many. Hold on. I've got one set to it. I might have done some of the muffaloes already. That's fine. I wasn't going to take out a lot of them because they do give me fur in winter. That sounded like something small getting culled. That sounded like a guinea pig getting culled, actually. In amongst that. Yeah, that guinea pig got set on fire from it. If they spread out a little bit, we maybe won't have as many catch on fire at the same time. Dudes, maybe don't do it all together in the same spot. You know? Can I grab you lot and just go stand over there? Go stand out in the paddock. The reason why I want you to go stand out in the paddock is because at least you're a little bit further away from each other when you inevitably cull the next one. Right? Like, Delicious is literally just walking down into this. I know that all the boomalopes are sleeping near each other, so when somebody does actually cull them, like Kit is walking straight into like a fire zone here. If they cull one now, I've got 3 people that have already been set on fire. Donkeys? Yeah, we could do with culling some donkeys. Hold on. Let's get you 2 culled. There we go. Fresh meat for that. Wildlife, we got animals we can hunt too. All the grow rooms are getting covered. All the lights and stuff are on, so that's good. The fireplace there should also get properly stockpiled up too. I haven't put on any of the electrical heaters at this time, and I don't want to. These 2 though should be toggled off. What's automatic fueling? Pretty sure those are toggled off. I thought I had that on. Oh, when I went backwards, I wouldn't have had that disabled. Hold on, let me go around and just make sure that the passive coolers are off in any of the rooms that have got them in, because when I went backwards, there's a good chance that it was after I did that, and I don't want these to be making them cold. So I don't think I have a passive cooler in there. I don't have... My only concern with the heaters in here is it could potentially cause any food in here to expire, but I don't think that they're putting any simple meals outside of that room. Dromedary calf has died. That's fine. That's just extra meat. I'm just going to let them figure their shit out. I'll come back to that. I'll tell you what. If I tell them to leave it alone, they'll go and they'll do it all at one time. Like, hopefully none of them fucking die from this. Like, there's a couple of people specifically still in here. Like, that... I think this is why I'm not getting attacked. Honestly. It's really genuinely, honestly. I think PvTLX is watching me do this shit and she's like, you know what? I'm just going to stand back, go for it, you know. And Huntsman had a birthday. They had an artery blockage. Can I get you a new heart? Install bionic heart. Yep. You did just recover from the plague. So we'll see. Can you go and lay down? Maybe not on that one. You'll lay down on this one because this is a cleaner hospital and it's got medicine actively in it. So I'd rather you go stand down that one because if you get surgery in this, there's a slightly higher chance of you living because it's like basically empty at the minute. And this one's kind of like both chockers and gross. So we'll leave that one alone. I'm also going to have to find out which colonists are not carrying their weapons as well. So surprisingly, we only lost 2 people to the plague, which is nuts. Not really a surprise, but also a little surprised that, like, I still lost 2. It's still, like, a low ratio, but, like, normally if I take a new person and I get a flu or something like that at the same time, or a plague, I'm normally guaranteed to, like, have that person, like, die in that. That sounded like another one going off. Yeah, at least there's a different group in there now. Hey, Snake, can I get you to take that? You don't get that muffalo. I saw that. I need you to take that away from here so that they don't eat it. This is also going to accidentally cull some extra animals. Unintentionally. But it's fine. I'm also really glad I put them up the top away from shit and it stopped raining, so I guess bad timing to have culled them. It's fine. They'll do firefighting. I have all of this to try to harvest now as quickly as I possibly fucking can, ideally, to try to get as much of this food inside so that it can regrow, hopefully. I will also have to still try to get the animals down in the bottom half or bottom third or whatever as cold as I can, so that we're still getting like meat and we're still getting milk and we're still getting like leathers and shit, right? But I also really need them to have surplus food growing down there. And I know a lot of my crop growers do not go down there because we're mostly harvesting this and therefore mostly eating this. I also need to accept that quest as well. So we'll just start you up on this. So you can start in here. I'll have to grab another colonist or two to be able to do like another section. And while I wait for that, let me get that quest. So we want to get these Resurrector Mech serums. Fuck knows where I'm going to store that, but it's for 13 pirates. So where is it? Alright. We only just came back, but we got to get out and back before winter. And I got to send people that are not currently downed and not currently too hurt. Chalky can go. Bennett's looks like they're hurt. Gosha just came back, may not want to go back out. Al just came back. I think Cricket just came back and they're kind of pissed too. We might swap over some people that are going out for this. Clompster just came back too, they're pissed. I think Ellie came back. Renard, I don't actually think you went. If you went, you weren't that bothered. You just came back too. A lot of my snipers went. Tail can go. Taiko's been here this whole time. You can go for a run. Barb and Bowman, I think Bowman just came back. Coyote just came back. Sass just came back. Sass can go back out. She doesn't get bothered as much as the others. Sky can go back out too. Nick has been here the whole time. They can go out. Ocelot just came back. They don't usually do anything, so I like sending them back out so they can do shit. Leia just came back in. Seahorse has been here the whole time. She's had plague. Millsy can go out. That'd be fine. Star can go. I know they just came back, but she can go. Trenka can go. Shadow can go on this one. Corpsey could go on this one. Joshua has just come back. Delacruz McPherson's just come back. I do want to send a different medic. If I can find Dally, I'll send them because they haven't been out of the base for a while. Gubia Ray didn't get to go on the last one. She had a mental break. Radma just came back, so he's going to be pissy. So let's have a look, see if I can just spot Dally, because I'd love to throw him into it. Otherwise, I'll look him up. I don't want to send any of my people that are doing like, you know, all the plant stuff if I can, or the cooking, ideally. Actually, I could send Kit Kat if you're done having a mental break, because you do medical. And I'm pretty sure you do medical. Kimmy does medical too, actually. Hold on. You don't, but you do gunning. So I'll just, you've got a gun. Kimmy can go with you. Kimmy does medical. I did not see, I think it must be Kit that does it, but Kit's on fire. Yeah, Kit does medical. Let's go grab Dally. All right, cause you do really good medical. I could send Grasshopper, but Grasshopper does cooking as well. But Grasshopper also does high medical as well. So does Green, but Green also does planting. Franco could go as a pacifist, because you'll do medical, but you won't do fighting. So that should be fine. And I need to make sure we've got at least 13 people. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We got 20 people versus 13, but like 3 of them are not going to probably fight. So I did just bring back that kangaroo. Maybe you could send a different one. Sloane could go. I don't want to send Nina out as well, but I was hoping to get somebody with that type of gun if I could. Cag could go. Cag can go. Let's go grab you guys some more animals to go on this trip. I was actually thinking maybe the dromedaries, because that will get them out of here for the moment, although a lot of them are very pregnant. So are the yaks. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one because some of these fuckers are on like a death list right now and some of them are not. So that's automatically 17, just 2,000, probably more than enough. If some of those get culled out of it, it's probably not going to matter too much. You'll probably take it down to just about 1,500, which is more what I kind of want for a caravan. Food-wise, I mean, I don't want that much herbal. We will take one more extra medical. I will have to make more... Oh, I can't. Okay, we can't see where all of our medical is. I know that we're not that low on medicine, but this is what mine can see at the moment. So I guess we'll take that down to like 10. We'll have to do a really good job of shooting. So I super don't want to take a lot of rice, but the animals will need some of it. Package survival meals, this is like 3 days, rotten 1. Probably mostly this, and I don't want you guys to take that much, so I want you guys to take closer to about 200. No kibble, because my people will eat that shit. Probably about 50. I'm gonna have to send them a transport pod of food, because for some reason they just can't see said food at the moment, and or medical. So it's not gonna be quite enough, but I'll have to send them a little bit more. So we'll get them sent out. That will be sending them to hopefully I sent that to the right place because I saw that over there. But that's going to be another caravan going out. And I'm going to have to load up the transport pod preemptively, wherever the fuck it is here, with a little bit of medicine. I want to preemptively load it up because when we need it, it might not be seeing it either, actually. A lot of people might have their hands on it. Okay, I'm going to have to wait until the caravan goes and then pack it by the look of it. I was going to do it in advance, but it looks like because I've only got like so many stacks of medicine, everybody's kind of got dibs at the moment, which is not great. And we are culling as much of this, and apparently there's fucking chickens being born in here. You guys are gonna get culled for being in here. They won't be able to take them out of this place. That's the thing. Because I've got the fences on here, they can't actually take them out of this room, so they have to get culled. They can't leave. What are you? You're also a chick, you're just on a weird angle with the knife. Food binge, Kimmy's having a mental break, because of course she is before we even start. Frankie, mate, can you do plants? Yeah, you're harvesting stuff. Okay, we've got somebody already in this area working on stuff. I know that you're harvesting more stuff. Deep drill's also exhausted. I only have like several days, I think, to get to that quest. So we'll really have to see how we go with like getting to it this time. Need warm clothes. Yeah, we do. I also need them to grow more cotton, which I had this section here was growing rice, and I'll swap that back to cotton for a moment because my animals aren't coming over to eat it. We are doing marginally okay at the moment, but I do need to make more food and more medicine at the moment. So who else is in this area? We've got Felicia, Chalky, and Go, Bowman, Cat. Can you do plants, Cat? Oh, you the other one. Yeah, you do plants. Right, and you're not part of the caravan, so let's get you in a section down here. I feel like they're like already here, like, you know, harvesting shit, which is great. Like Rolf is down here doing like the next paddock down, which good for him, you know. Like they don't plant very far, I've noticed. And that would be my other trader, which I super need you as well, because we bought a lot of meat. And Corpsey is going in the... Cody's going to go hide in the room. Corpsey is going on the caravan as well, but he hasn't left yet. All these people got set on fire from, like, doing the boomalopes. So, like, we've normally been doing the boomalopes very casually, like, one at a time here and there, as they, like, have too many of themselves. But, like, yeah, no, I figured while it was raining, it was probably a good time for it. But maybe not the best. Who else in this area can do it? Because a lot of people have been on fire. I'm looking for somebody that can go and do a trade at a decent amount. Like Enyo's in here. I don't think she can do talking. Weeks can do talking to a capacity. Maybe like lasagna or labia or something, but I just feel like they're like, I always feel like they're over or down on my map, and I'm not kind of seeing them. So I might go manually try to find them. I did see Vulture just a second ago. I think he does talking. You do a soft show of 12. I guess you'll do for the moment to go and do a trade with them. Go trade with them. Unless I can find who I actually want to do trading with. Because, like, if I can find, like, lasagna or labia or corpsey, they're closer to, like, 14s. But vultures are 12 anyway, so it's not like it's a problem. Here's corpsey here. You are in the caravan. What is yours by comparison? You're 16. I'll send you up. I know you're hurt. I'll send you up. Because I'd rather get like a very slightly better trade if I can. And then I'll have to get some more people pulling up some plants if I can. Turk, you do plants. Because like I've mostly been like paying attention to you in the hospital. But actually, instead of walking all the way over there, because you're a bit slow walking, I'll get to harvest this rice field because it will get replanted as cotton. And like it's not too critical, but we did lose like basically half of our medical supplies to that plague. So if I could get some more cotton before winter, like we also have a lot of like, we have a lot of floors, carpets and stuff that we're also making. So it's also getting used up pretty heavily as well. I have a drink of water, hold on. That's a little bit better. So the only good thing is the trade that we did before, obviously we got to keep all of the meat and shit that we traded for and some of the silver and stuff. So some of the floors got done. And like the only problem with using like the silver for flooring is I don't have silver for trading, but it's not like it's a huge issue. So how is Huntsman's operation going? Costa's working on him. He also really needs an arm and a lung. So we'll see how that goes. But if we can remove his like artery blockage that he got for his birthday, that would be great. And Acosta, what is your medical? She is missing an eye and she's a medical of 7. So she's not the best person to work on it. But she'll do. Let's see, where are you going, Purple? I will take your goats and your donkeys. They should realistically be getting auto-culled. I'll take your pemmican, your bird meat, your boom rat meat, elephant meat, your chicken eggs. I'll take your cloth. I will sell you some lizard skin. I don't know where I'm getting lizard skin, pig skin, light leather. I have a lot of money now. So at some point we brought home ambrosia, which we also don't want. I could do with normal medicine at the moment because we also are like a little bit low on that. So that would be great. I could buy wood, but I don't super want to. Get rid of the extra percentages. There we go. And get rid of all of the ones that have got like a percentage. I may end up getting rid of the stack of plain leather. Hold on. We are pretty good for like... Take that off there. I'll come back down there if I need to, but I only really want to sell like things that my people have removed or poor quality or something that's going to be like too cool for winter, so that my people kind of like will use the other stuff to make like warmer shit, you know. So that's getting rid of everything that's got a percentage on it, everything that's like poor quality. I could get rid of the normal quality Muffalo Talks. They're going to want those in winter, but we'll see how they go with gear. I've still got a few kidneys and livers and shit around the place, which is fine. I don't need any additional books. I do need to sell them some other stuff. Rhinoceros leather, we can sell that. Like, panther fur is kind of good for summer, but it's not good for winter. and that gives me a little bit too much money from them. So let's drag that back. That's still even a little bit too much for that. So we'll take it to like 1 and a 9. That's a little bit too under. Let's put it on like another 9. Whoop. I accidentally put it straight back to what it was. What was it? Like 1999, some shit like that. Still a tiny bit too high. Let's take that down. That's too little now. Want it to be about as much as we can get from them, because I want to take the silver and actually use that as much as I want the food from them. So it is good to have gotten like food from them, because the only thing is the other 2 traders won't want to buy like leathers and furs and shit like that in exchange as much for like food, right? I could still call for them. That is still a thing that I could do, which by the way, where is that trader? Corpsey mate, before you go too far, can you tell them to leave? That would be super useful. And then when you're done with that, I'll get you down here to, I guess we'll call for one of the other allies and we'll see how we go with that. So I'm going to have food up here as well, which we've got to bring in. And I think we had food over here, which we were bringing in. Yeah, they've been disbanded. Can you haul in the meat? The extra chicken meat? They kind of did a really good job of bringing this in because we were so critical for meat. So I didn't have to like tell them to do this before, but we now have like probably 3-4 stacks of meat up here, and my colonists don't love coming up here. Surgery failed on Huntsman. How deathly is that? Because I think we only had 1 heart. Okay, so he's gonna still have that blockage, and I'm gonna have to make another heart. That's fine. She can attend to him. He shouldn't technically die at this minute. Which ones do the hearts? Flak vests. I could have spine hearts. No, we got a couple of hearts. Okay, well, we'll try that again in a moment. If we got extras, I think somebody other than Acosta would be a good choice to do the surgery, as long as he survives, like, getting patched up and shit. Because he's got 10 hours and should be fine at the moment. And as long as that gets patched up, he'll live. But this is bustling up here. We've got so much meat and shit getting culled because obviously like the animals are getting culled finally. I do want to take them down like by like 100 or 200 for winter, which I'm doing a little bit now. And at the end of fall, we'll do it again, which like the animals should have reached adulthood by then, so they should have replenished any of the ones that we got rid of. Okay, he's fine. Infection, Star's gotten sick from infection in her arm. She is in the caravan. I want you to honestly go get attended to yourself, so I'm gonna need you to go and rest. I know Kit's taking that one. Psychic drone, high female, you gotta be shitting me. That's going to be something. I don't have anything to calm these guys down. I'm gonna put that on fucking tentative as well. They are really trying to kill each other with this, because I've got a caravan that needs to go out and all of them are gonna be stressed. And then on top of that, we've got, basically everybody else is going to be like super unhappy about this. Get you to haul as much of this as I can. I'm gonna have to find some of the guys to do this stuff for a while, because you actually clear your prioritized work. Mark's in a daze, he's in serious pain. Colo mate, can I grab you? You're not gonna have as much as a mental break. You can't consume that. Teddy, can you do hauling? Yeah, you can. I'll get you to do a bit of hauling, mate. I'll get the guys out for this for a bit. Food binge, Commissar. Alright, that's fine. It's not going to help us. Val's down here. He could do... When he's done with that, I'll get you to haul some of the boom rat meat down here too. We'll see how this goes, because the plague, then the high drone. Oh my god, like... What a back-to-back. Like I said, like, I'm not getting raided. I have not been raided in months. Hey, Phoenix. What? What's up? Want the chair? Okay. Phoenix does not want the chair. Phoenix is my cat for anybody that heard him in the background. I think what he wants is the heater. And I'll turn it on in a bit. It's kind of like the kind of weather is not sort of cool enough yet. When it gets after like 2 a.m. it starts kind of getting cold up until like 5. Like that pre-dawn kind of time frame, you know? I don't know how long he's going to work on pulling this, but Grey, mate, what are you coming up here to do? You're going for a walk? Tade's working on that pile. Blue's working on that pile. Huang, I could probably get you to double stack this. You're just coming up to eat. I'm going to get you to haul that when you're done. I don't want you guys to be just walking up here to, like, eat this shit. And I'm not too sure about, like, their medicine stacks for inside the place. And I got chicken, unfertile eggs. Barb's busy. Grey, I will get to haul the chicken eggs because nobody's hauling that. And they'll get a few of the guys in my colony to take this shit inside. Whale, Bren, we'll get Bren. I love how they took the goat just inside and then immediately culled them. Like, it seems a little bit intense, you know? Like, the goat made it, like, that far in and then it got culled. You know, actually, they're taking the goat now. Food binge, Leia. The only food binging, it is not the worst, honestly. But yeah, everybody's going to want to probably, like, leave because of that. Vaughn is about to break. Sensory machinates in pain. Mate, why are you not laying down? You can't lay down because you're not technically injured. Okay. We've got some stuff to go hunt, so we're going to go hunt that. And I'm going to have to be careful which people I'm asking to stay out in the field have to be male for a little bit because, yeah, they're going to have issues with that. Dan can haul. Can you do plants? Can't, kind of, no. Rabbit can. I'm pretty sure you do. No, you do 2 on plants. Peter's tail. I don't feel like none of you guys do it. I already had a couple of people out in the paddock before. Blue Jay could possibly do it if they're done being on fire and done being, like, plagued. There you are. I will get you to... First up, let's check... Get the... Or actually, don't get the corn. Because that's only, like, a 6%. Let's get you really close to, like, the food area. And let's get you working on this. Because I've got them mostly, like, walking down a little bit further. And this is going to be just outside the door, which is going to be the fastest way to bring food inside. And you may be wondering why I haven't told them to do anything with the fucking hydroponics. What I've noticed is when I'm in the hydroponic area, there's normally like a percentage growth on it where it looks like it's fully grown, but it's not apparently fully grown. So I'm just leaving that shit alone. Because the other thing too is a lot of my colonists do seem to just automatically walk over there, whereas they'll leave the outdoor crops alone for a while. So I figure the ones that are already working on that, I'll leave them be. And the ones that are not working on, like, the crops outside, I'll get them out here working on this stuff, you know? Jet, I think you do cooking and you do plants. You're the Jet that does plants. I'll get you on this stack too, because I don't want you to be out here for too long. You are one of the females, so leave you be. Mole looks like they're healed again, and I know you do plants, so Mole, you're coming out into paddock. I don't think I did this spot here, so... yeah, we'll get you up onto this. Hey, Max, welcome in. The fuck did I walk into? My Asora colony. And we're trying to, like, get out here and get as much crops as we possibly can before the end of autumn so that we have some stuff stockpiled for winter. So, yeah. Mostly out here manually telling them to get some crops and shit done so that we don't have any additional wasted downtime, because otherwise, like, if we had a lot of surplus food at the moment, I'd be cool to, like, leave them be, but we don't. We've had 2 snow winters and 2 cold snap springs, and we're coming back up to, like, another winter soon, so I can't risk that they don't have food in storage in surplus enough to at least make it through winter when we can't grow anything outside. Dark is also having a salting spree, so that's fine. We also have a high psychic drone at the moment for all the females, so I'm trying to specifically grab my male, like, people that do gardening and shit so they can do that instead. Because, yeah, I don't want to accidentally leave like one of my ladies out in the paddock for like, you know, a couple of hours and then find out that they're gonna just go slaughter or something, you know. I don't want to sow that area, but that's fine. So what are you up to? Welcome in. Let's build a greenhouse on the dirt and a heater. Yeah, so I've got like 7 greenhouses. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Technically 12. So yeah, we've got a little bit, but we only had like 2 operational last winter because we only just moved into here. We just moved from our last area, which is why we were